I want to share a bizarre story that still leaves me scratching my head. It all started on a seemingly ordinary Tuesday morning when I decided to take a different route to work. I was stuck in traffic, and instead of my usual path, I veered off onto a side street. Little did I know, this detour would lead me to one of the strangest encounters of my life. As I drove down this unfamiliar road, I noticed a small, colorful sign that read "World's Largest Rubber Band Ball." Curiosity piqued, I pulled over. I had to see this thing. I parked and walked up to a small, unassuming building that looked like it hadn't seen a fresh coat of paint in decades. Inside, I was greeted by an elderly man named Mr. Thompson, who claimed to be the creator of the rubber band ball. Mr. Thompson was a character. He wore a bright Hawaiian shirt and had a twinkle in his eye. He told me that he started the ball as a hobby in his garage over 30 years ago. What began as a few rubber bands quickly spiraled into an obsession. He explained that he would collect rubber bands from all over the world, and his ball had grown to weigh over 4,000 pounds. I was skeptical, but he led me to a back room where the ball was displayed. And there was a massive, lumpy sphere that looked like it belonged in a circus. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was surreal, almost like a giant, colorful planet made entirely of rubber bands. Mr. Thompson proudly told me that he had even entered it into the Guinness World Records. But that wasn't the strangest part. He then revealed that the ball had its own personality. He claimed that sometimes, when he was alone with it, he could hear it whispering to him. At first, I thought he was joking, but he was dead serious. He said the ball would tell him stories about the rubber bands it had encountered, from the ones used in office supplies to those that had been part of art installations. I couldn't help but laugh, but he continued, undeterred. Then he invited me to help him add a few more rubber bands to the ball. I thought, why not? As I knelt down, I noticed a small, dusty box in the corner. Curiosity got the better of me, and I opened it. Inside were dozens of old photographs of the ball in various locations. On top of a mountain, at the beach, even in front of the Eiffel Tower. Each photo had a story attached, and Mr. Thompson animatedly recounted each adventure. After an hour of listening to his tales, I realized I had completely lost track of time. I thanked Mr. Thompson for the experience and headed back to my car, still chuckling at the absurdity of it all. As I drove away, I couldn't shake the feeling that I had just stepped into a quirky, alternate reality. That day taught me something valuable. Sometimes, the most bizarre encounters can lead to the most memorable experiences. The world is full of oddities, and you never know what you might discover if you take a different path. So, the next time you find yourself stuck in traffic, consider taking a detour. You might just stumble upon something extraordinary.